Hello, I'm Gabrielle, and I want to tell you my journey to plants and just how important I believe that they are for your environment, your well-being, your the style of your home. There's just so many reasons that plants are amazing. My journey probably started as a child. I had family. My mother always had plants. There was always something rooting in a jar of water, it seemed. I had grandmothers with rose gardens and all manner of opportunities to be around plants. My family was in a more rural area. And also then just that opportunity to have my hands in the dirt, know how it basically worked was a huge start for me. But I went on to college, I went on to do other things, and eventually I had my own house. And I remember I went to a nursery and, started buying things and plugging into the ground and plugging into the ground, and things were failing, things were dying. And my house plants, they were okay, but, I was putting them where I wanted them, for more like decor. And probably the same with the outdoor plants, as I wanted this plant in this position because there was a hole in the landscape or something like that. And I was like, why is all this stuff failing? And it felt like I was wasting money. It felt like I was wasting time, resources, and that I essentially had what people call a black thumb. And I couldn't understand it because I'd always been around gardens. I'd always been around, people growing things. And I thought, why didn't I learn this? Like, don't you just know these things? Well, it comes to find out you don't. You have to learn them. And so I enrolled in a Master Gardener certification program through a local university and started on this journey of learning about plants and nature and soil and insects and everything else in between. And within a few hours, I realized, oh my gosh, I don't know anything other than what is a plant and what isn't a plant, basically, or when it's alive or it's dead. I learned so much. And at the end of the program, I went to work at a large nursery and as one of their master gardeners and helping to design gardens and helping customers design gardens themselves. And over the years, I learned a couple of key principles. And those are plant tags are put into the plant where it is grown. So if a plant is grown in Washington, but you're able to buy it in the high desert of Idaho, that plant tag isn't exactly the right information for your climate or necessarily your soil or your humidity. And so you need to do a little bit of research. But that plant tag is a set of rules. They are not suggestions. They are not, oh, you can kind of follow this if you want. If you do not follow those rules within a certain amount of, degrees, your plant will fail. It will absolutely fail. If it says that it needs part shade, you can't put it somewhere sunny. If it says it needs full sun, you can't put it in all shade without it struggling a little bit. So that was one of my first keys. The second key was that plants, although they are decor, they're really more like pets. And so if you want your plants to thrive, you really do have to treat it more like a pet and less like a vase. And so that's a second parameter that I think is super important for people starting out. And the third thing is only take on what you truly feel like you can manage. So, and plants are expensive now that they're popular. And so you don't want to go and buy a $70 Sansevieria and then stick it in your basement and then overwater it and then wonder, oh my gosh, what happened to that plant? $70 is a lot of money. And also you start setting yourself up thinking, I have a black thumb or I can't do this, and you can. So we really want our community to be a place where you can learn this stuff faster. You can experience it with other people just starting out, whether you're a sage gardener that knows so much or you're brand new. We're all learning. Like, you're never going to learn all of it. You're never going to be 100% successful. But we really want this community to just lend a helping hand, truly serve and come alongside people that want these beautiful things in their lives, but are struggling with how to keep them alive, how to keep them thriving. And I think that when your plants thrive, you thrive. Thank you, and I hope you have a wonderful day.